Ready? Howdy.
Hello. Let me get that little tickaroo off of there. Well, my. Look at who it is. It's us.
Yeah. And we're not cooking today. We're
We're
not.
We're
I can be seen.
Cook with a new kind of recipe. An old recipe.
Yeah.
We're doing an old school live stream. That's what's up. There, finally it came up. That's all right. We'll let all that go. So, Josh, how's it going, man?
It's going well. How are you, my friend?
Doing well, doing good.
Awesome.
Ready to get back in the swing of things over here at the audio roast. That's how I'm doing.
Yeah.
I like how that's right in the way. I didn't even consider
Yeah,
that.
I can see over here.
Oh, yeah, well, you know me. I'm going to have to move it. Ben Russell's here. Yo, what up, Ben?
How's
it going, man?
You.
Don't mind. I hope everybody took a pill not to get seasick. So here we go.
A little camera adjustment. That might work.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Let me fix that light there.
Fix the light. Oh, yeah, that little, a bit of a mishap, don't you know? Man, I don't know what it is. I came over here, now I've got something in my eyes, and I can't get it out.
It's your finger, dude.
Yeah, there
Get
you
it
go.
out there.
Stephen Cobb. New YouTube? Who dis? We don't even know at this point. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks for joining us. Ben Russell says, "Love your set." Well, thanks, bro. It's been a minute since we've seen this side of the room. So welcome back.
We've been in the other room in the kitchen.
Yeah, we've been over
cooking,
yonder, as my grandmother would say. Oh, Amanda Sabb's here. Hey, fellas.
Hey.
Well, hey there, Miss Mandy. I can't wait to talk about Amanda's new little something going on, and maybe she'll drop
She's got
us
a little
some
something going on.
She'll drop some 411 if she's willing to. But yeah, some fun stuff. Live POV from the host. Yeah, that's yay camera stuff. Nothing like the camera sitting here, and I was like, "Yep, looks good." And now that we're live, I'm like, "Yep, that was right in front of all the comments. Couldn't
Can't
see it."
a thing. Nope.
So we're good. Stephen Cobb says what, Josh?
I was forced to deal with humans in real life all weekend. Not a fan. Yeah, humans are the worst.
They are the worst of the worst.
God.
I can't stands it. No mo. I've had
How are
all
you
I could take, and I takes all I could have.
How are you forced to deal with humans?
Yeah, and what?
Probably not in the LARPing thing, because he really likes doing that.
So LARPing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Has LARPing season begun? Is it a season?
I shot a few LARPers the other day. They were out in the park. They looked ridiculous.
The LARP park. We have a LARP park.
We do. We do.
Stephen knows what's
Yeah.
up.
I just want to see if bullets can go through those armor suits that they're wearing.
Oh boy. I mean, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe. Sure. Ben says, "Ask Drew." Drew.
Ask Drew what? Raise it up. Little darling, raise it up. That way, when we're looking at those, we don't look like we're looking up there.
Right.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, I kind of like that better.
Yeah.
Looks like they're all sitting right down, cheering our lap.
Nah. Tell us what you really want.
Come on and let me know what you want for Christmas, little boy.
Dude, that was really creepy.
That wasn't me. That was some, hey, get out of this microphone, you little creep. There we go. He's gone now. All right.
Okay, so.
Drew is a LARPing legend.
Okay.
Who is Drew?
I don't know.
Drew
Go back
Biney?
one.
Oh.
Oh, maybe he is. Maybe it's Drew Biney.
We are weirdos.
Stephen Cobb said what he had to deal with. He had to right under Ask Drew.
Wow.
Okay, so Renaissance Festival cast rehearsal and stuff. You guys rehearse for that stuff?
Wait, you guys are cast for that stuff?
I thought you just. I'm not gonna say it. I thought it was just whoever showed up got the part.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey. That's him, not.
Yeah.
What is it they say? Things said on the show may or may not reflect the views of that of the audio roast.
What I was really thinking, I didn't say.
Oh my gosh, man! It feels good to sit back over here and interact with some people, man. It does. We are weirdos. I'm a weirdo.
Or is he referring to the LARPers?
My mosquito. I almost said.
That's so random, dude.
It's been so long since I've done like a live chat thing. I am like having to watch my language so bad right now.
You don't have to. You're not going to offend me.
Oh, okay, good.
And my mom knows you got a foul mouth.
She does. I'm the scum of the earth in your mom's view, but that's okay.
Yeah, she's been trying to get us apart for so long.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
He's such a bad influence
He
on
is.
you, Joshua.
Ben says, I want to beat up Josh with a big old foam sword.
That's not a euphemism, is it?
Right. Amanda said, me either. Hey, Amanda, why don't you, if you can, drop some 411 about what's up with you. Let us know because we'd love to share it if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I've got some pictures queued up there for you if you want to try your first picture-in-picture. First one. There you go.
That one right there? Okay.
That's the one. All right. Oh, that's this.
That's that.
You want that one?
Sure, why not? What do I do? Click?
Yep.
Hey, AARP. Now, what could possibly that be?
Yeah, I don't know. Gosh, let's. Joshua ARP.
Yes.
Happy birthday, buddy.
I am 50 years old.
You're another year older since we've seen you last.
Yeah.
How's it feel? Joints hurt?
They started hurting about
Are we getting
6
rain?
months ago. Huh?
Are we getting rain?
Dude. I've all of a sudden started getting these, shall we say, men's help supplements in my
Help or hump?
Help.
Okay.
So, like, if you need help in the men area, you start getting like these supplements.
So, wait a minute. So in the men's department, you
in
mean?
the men's department.
Okay, so meaning like
medication.
when you go to like a retail store, you can't navigate anywhere except for the men's department. Is that what these pills do?
Yes, yeah, they directly target the men's areas. So I don't know.
Where's
It's
so
like,
stupid?
I'm 50, so maybe that's something that happens.
Right, maybe.
Hey, buddy, you got a little trouble down there. So, I don't know.
Price check on aisle 3.
Yeah, so yeah, it is what it is. I'm 50 years old.
That's awesome.
Best shape of my life, actually.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Tell me about what you did on your birthday night, if you're able to, and if you remember.
I remember. I went and I saw some bands play. Was it Damsel? Yeah, it was Damsel. Yeah, saw Damsel play.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
No.
I know you weren't there. Why weren't you there on my birthday?
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah, so saw Damsel play. Saw Innuendo play. Got on stage with Damsel and played some Man in the Box, and
Nice.
it was fun.
Russell said. Ben says, "Easy with the big words." True that.
Yeah.
ED.
Not me, but they think I do, I suppose.
Steven says, "Sounds like Google has been listening." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not
Just
me.
saying.
Jarp. Josh Uarp.
Josh, you are.
Josh Uarp.
Mm-hmm. Hey, speaking of playing, you got up and sang some karaoke this past weekend.
I did, and it's.
Oh, come on, tell us all about it.
Someone did kamikaze karaoke. Is that what they call it?
That's apparently the word on the street.
Yeah. And
You want to explain what that is?
that's when you sign someone else up to do a karaoke song, And
That's one version
yeah,
of kamikaze karaoke.
And-
I've kamikazed myself and said, I don't know what to sing. Put something in.
Yeah, so they surprise you.
Yeah.
And I knew the song. I didn't know the version of that song.
Right. Yeah.
So
what was it?
nothing compares to you. And I
Oh,
struggled.
thanks, Josh.
Aw. Fishing for a compliment. No, I struggled through it. It was
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
you did good. You did good. The only thing that was weird, and it's not anything that you did.
It
was
I know
the
what you're
what's
talking
the
about.
line?
Nothing compares to you.
Yeah.
He like
Nothing compares to you. It was like this long, weird pause,
yeah.
and I'm like,
well, it's the Chris Cornell version of it.
Yeah.
And I've heard it before, but I haven't sat down and listened to it to know how he
the
approaches
nuances.
those.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I get
so-
that. So I know that in Identity Crisis, you guys do the Prince version.
We do the Prince version, yeah.
And so because of that, I was like, since
Yeah, I can pull it off, and I
since
thought
you sing a verse,
I do
I'm
sing
like,
a
you
verse
sing
in
the
that.
whole thing at karaoke.
I could have if it had been
But they didn't
Prince
have it.
version.
Yeah.
Very familiar with that.
Yeah. But you did awesome. It was fun seeing
Oh,
you up on
thank
stage.
you.
It was fun seeing you on stage. It was weird seeing you on stage with no bass.
It was weird being on stage with no bass.
I was expecting you to pick up another mic stand and just like hold it.
Well, I was tempted, but
I mean, you got pills for that now. He can lift extraordinary things.
that's right.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna let you take this one from Amanda.
Okay, Amanda. She says playing again for sure. For sure. New band, Bad Wolf, or as they say in Arkansas, Bad Wolf.
Bad Wolf,
Bad Wolf. Heavy side of life.
or as they say in
more-
Germany, Bad Wolf.
It's Battenwufen.
Sure.
Heavy side of life and more my speed. Doing several originals. Some Sabbath. Wow, pretty cool stuff. We'll update more as it comes.
Very nice.
Excellent.
I had the sweetest. I won't reveal too much, but I had the absolute sweetest message from Amanda. If you remember Amanda, we've been
Amanda.
here in this spot now for a year. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And Amanda and Tara were on our first show back,
Mm-hmm.
and they did the Women of Country episode.
Uh-huh.
And Amanda was in a country band for a long time, and that's how I met her. And so when I think Amanda, I think country, but loves rock and roll. I never had her pegged for metal like that, like doom metal. And she's doing it.
Yeah.
And she sent me the sweetest message and was like, hey, may or may not have been because of you. And I'm like, what? No, this is you.
What?
I'm like, man, all we did was, show that you need to be heard. And
Mhm.
I think sometimes that's just all a person needs is to know that they're wanted,
Yeah.
So good on you, Amanda. I'm super proud of you and can't wait to hear what you got. I wish I could have been at Kristen's birthday. Yeah, it was a lot of fun this past weekend.
It was.
Mm-hmm. Ben says I miss karaoke. Yeah, me too. Me
well,
too.
Marty's has this karaoke thing like
Amazingly, they sure
Friday
do.
nights.
Mhm.
Are they doing it Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday nights.
Okay, because I knew they were having like some like little band thingies from time to time on
that-
Saturdays or something.
every throw a dart at a board once
Okay.
every blue moon. That's
like that. Right.
They're definitely not a live music venue. They don't want to be that. They want to be where everybody pays your tab. I mean, knows your name. But yeah, so they have like the honky tonk renovators and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just little one-off kind of deals. But yeah, it's karaoke on the weekends. But yeah, I have this weird thing with karaoke. So it would be really easy for me to go and do karaoke and do songs that my bands already do.
Right.
To me, I'm like, there's no fun in that. Like, first of all, it's not going to feel the same to me because I'm used to that live, just energy. And it's not that when you just play to a track. And I'm like, plus, I like to expand on things and like, oh, you wouldn't expect this from me, or you
Yeah.
wouldn't expect that. Or, hey, I've always wanted to sing this, but none of my band wants to ever play it. So that's what I enjoy about karaoke. The bad part is, during the week, I can hear a song and be like, oh, that'd be a fun one to sing at karaoke, but I never remember to write it down or anything. And then, so when I get there, I'm like, yeah, it happened this weekend. I'm like, I have no idea what to
Yeah.
sing.
Yeah, you kind of
So,
blanked out on that.
yeah.
It's like, I'm not singing, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. It was weird. Ben says, need to go.
Yeah,
We'll see.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What you doing next weekend?
Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be lots of fun. Hey, Christy, Sinead O'Connor's version is classic too. That's my favorite.
Nope. Hate it.
That's my favorite.
Hate it.
I mean, it was
Don't like
literally written and given to her. So
No, it wasn't. He did it first.
what?
Prince recorded it first.
Well, of course he did. He wrote
Yeah.
it. It's a demo.
No, he actually put it on an album.
Okay, but he gave it to her.
Well, he let her. Well, actually, probably the record label did because Prince had very little control over his music at that point.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Yep.
But there you go. Amanda says, 100% lost my love. Been there, done that. Barely, just starting to get over it myself. So I feel you. I feel you. For me, it wasn't the love of doing it. It was confidence. All right. So speaking of which, Josh,
Yeah.
I'll let you
Click another?
Yeah. Hey, there we go.
Oh, who's that guy?
I don't know, but I'm scared. So while you're over there celebrating a birthday,
yeah.
I was over there screaming like a chicken with his head cut off at the ballroom. And had a great show doing the King Diamond tribute band.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of fun. We had a lot. Oh, look, there we go. Now I can hear myself. We had a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. Loading it at the Outland is not my favorite. And I'm just going to leave it there. It was a lot of work, but it was so much fun. So, yeah, that's what I did on Josh Yue's birthday.
Yeah.
And then we caught up with each other this weekend. It was
Yeah.
fun to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, I went and watched... Is it last night? Yeah, last night I went and watched a Alice in Chains tribute band from Iowa. They were pretty good. I enjoyed it. And then after that, we ended up going over to Archie's and catching some Dirty Damsel Saints.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. Indeed. Speaking of Dirty Damsel Saints, have you seen the Facebook group Scott or Not?
Oh, I just got notified. I'm a top contributor.
I don't believe you're a top contributor.
No, not in the top you're thinking.
So I get to Archie's and Scott's there, and Scott says, "Hey, have you had a Scott or Not yet?" And I said, "What do you mean had a Scott or Not?" I'm like, "Yeah, I posted some." He's like, No, it's a shot. It's a shot." And I'm like, "Oh, no, I haven't." And so here we go. This is a Scott or Not shot. This is bottled and made in Warrensburg, Missouri, which is where my sister went to college, and my stepbrother went to college. And it is an old-fashioned oatmeal cookie. It's an apple brandy. It was good. Tasted just like one of those oatmeal cream pies. It was really good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Apparently, occasionally, every now and then, you can find this at Macadoodles. So when you do, you got to post a picture and hashtag Scott or Not.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good
What's
stuff.
it called?
Good question.
Yeah.
Phantom V.
Good look at that.
Yeah. Wife is kid giggling, so she'll be upset she missed you. What the hell is kid giggling? Kid giggling. No idea. But I'll tell her what Josh said to help her get over it. I am as lost as it gets.
You're going to have to clarify what you are talking about.
Mark says, no, you two are not Scott Henry.
You are
Correct.
not.
Correct. Hey, Mark, I don't know if you're still doing lights, but a friend of mine said that they had some lights similar to the ones that you already own that they just want to give away. So send me a message if you're like, hey, yep, I'll take them. They're free. So let me know. There's no I in gigging. You haven't been to my band. It's a lot of me.
I think he says no L in gigging.
No L.
Yeah, we misread it. Wife is kid gigging.
Oh, kid gigging. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, what are they doing? Are they casting each other in a Renaissance festival?
Maybe.
Possibly. Are they peopling? Possibly. Well, let's see here. Trying to think of some more fun, happy, good news before we go to the
sad.
yeah.
Well, happy good news. So I've been dealing with this situation for about a year now.
Okay.
It's caused a lot of time and heartache. Let me just pull this out here.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Okay. Now, obviously, you're going to have to explain
Okay.
what's
So
up.
this is my fob for my car.
Uh-huh.
What's going on over here?
Oh, we're just really bassy out here.
Okay. And about a year ago, the key actually broke off from the fob. So I have to carry the key and the fob separate.
Yeah.
And
No. Show really.
I'm going to turn it around.
No. Let me see this part.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Like, this is embarrassing. Here's my keys. That's what Josh has. And he has to not lose that.
Yeah.
I'm impressed as all get out that you haven't lost
Oh,
it.
I've lost it.
Oh, God.
And this is my fob. If you notice, all the buttons have like deteriorated. So how do I turn there? Deteriorated. So there's nothing I can do with that. There's no control over anything.
Right.
So it's a chore. And if I lock my car and I unlock it with the key, it'll start honking and it'll start setting off the thing. If I don't turn the car engine on fast enough,
Right.
and then it won't stop. It's because this is destroyed. I couldn't keep this in my pants pocket when playing because moisture would get in there and it would mess up the anti-theft. And so my car would just not start because it would think my car was being broken into.
Yeah.
So today
Was the day.
Today is the day I got my new fob.
Hey!
And it works. The remote start works. The unlock button. Everything that
Man.
a fob should do, it does. And
I won't ask you how much it was, but those things are stupid expensive.
dude, go to Batteries Plus. This was $114.
I mean, not bad.
That is cheap.
When you go to a dealership,
Dealership,
those are
this
like
was gonna
several
be-
$100s.
Yeah, this was going to be $200
Yeah.
at the dealership. Go to Batteries Plus. They cut it. They programmed it. It works.
That's amazing.
So now I've got a backup. Not much of one,
Right.
but a backup.
Right. Well, and now here's the bright spot of all this, Josh. If you ever lose that little thing and somebody finds it, now they'll at least know what to do with it.
Right. But no, this thing has been just a ever-present like torture at the back of my mind.
Absolutely.
I had to have a process for opening my car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just click, go, and go. It's like I got to do this. Can't lock it at certain
You
times.
start your car and you're like, something's missing.
Yeah, exactly.
weird.
Yeah. So it's been frustrating. I always found other things to spend my money on other than a new fob. I had a
Right.
process
Yeah.
that worked for me.
Yep.
So yeah, I got it taken care of. So that's some weight off my mind. It's not big, but it's something, right, guys?
Absolutely. I'd say that's a win without a doubt. Because, yeah, that's a giant pain. Steven says, School of Rock stuff. She does have some teacher band that she plays and sings in. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I forget people have jobs. I'm off on Sundays, so I think that everybody's off on Sundays.
Well, I was Ubering today
at 5:30
at
a.m.
5:30 a.m.
Who the
yeah.
hell are you doing at 5:30 a.m.?
Dude, I am.
What's
I'm
the clientele?
earning. The clientele, people going to work. Just people getting up and going to work. I started at 5 a.m. and I didn't get a break until about 10 o'clock. It was just boom, 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 one right after the other.
That's crazy.
And I got an iPhone out of it too. Someone just left it in their car.
Oh, there you go.
Left it in my car, and apparently items that are left in vehicles are, not my responsibility. They have Uber has no actual way of getting stuff back to you. There's nothing it's your responsibility to keep your items there. We don't have to return them. So I tried to drive to the guy's place, couldn't find him. Went to Marty's Sports Bar. Here's a weird coincidence. So we were this guy that I was driving that I believe the phone belongs to, and I verified it. I'll tell you how I verified it.
Okay.
We were talking about bars and stuff, and he knows Dan and Tara. He goes to Marty's. So I thought, well, I think this. Then my next fare found the thing in the car, and I said, well, it had to be this guy. So I messaged Tara, and she said, yeah, I think his name is this. And so I go over to Marty's, and there's friends that know him, but they didn't know him. They knew a guy who had the exact same name, except this one was O'Connor instead of Connor.
Huh.
The exact same name. It was weird.
I'm gonna try out my Joshy way.
Are you gonna try out that Joshua thing?
Yeah.
And this dude's.
That's pretty nice.
So if you're Pat O'Connor, I have your cell phone. You probably don't
just
watch
call
this.
Josh and he'll get it right.
Yeah, yeah. But the guys that were sitting at the bar knew a Pat Connor, and it's like here's, yeah. I looked at his like emergency call thing, and it has like emergent contacts in it, and so I got the guy's name, but I don't have a way of getting hold of him. So anyone knows Pat O'Connor or Tara, Dan, if Pat O'Connor comes into the bar, I've got his phone.
So Steven says that's real cheap for a fob.
Yeah.
And Cindy says my car fob was almost $600 or so on a 2018 Ford Escape. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are ridiculously expensive for no reason, in my opinion.
Go to Batteries Plus, man. They'll cut you one.
They'll cut you one and they'll cut you a deal. Sure enough. Ben says that's why. What happened? That's why I haven't been able to tune in. Work now, I can tune in again. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Where are you working at nowadays, Ben?
I know.
Do you?
Yeah. He might want to say.
I feel like I know, but I can't remember.
He's in the general area now, too. So.
Oh, okay. Teresa, hello, peeps. Hello.
What's up, peeps?
Gorgeous. How are you? Oh, I ran into Kim Hart at the
Did you?
Alice Unchained show last night. It was good to see her. Yeah. Kim Garmery says, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, my friend. Good evening. Thanks for stopping on by. Ben says Amazon. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He just started there.
Yeah. He's slinging boxes.
Hopefully not so much slinging. Delivering.
He's not delivering. He's warehousing.
Oh, there you go. So he is slinging.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I think he's driving a forklift or something like that, moving things from here to there. But it's good seeing him back.
Yeah. Very cool. Indeed. It's good seeing I'm seeing a lot of people I feel like we haven't seen in a minute. But it's because we've been doing a lot of cooking. We've been doing a lot of weeks off. We've been doing a lot of pre-tape stuff like that. So, like, I feel like Cindy Lucas. I feel like I haven't seen her in forever on here. It's good to see people. Kim Garmery, haven't seen you in a minute. Teresa, haven't seen you in a minute. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad that everybody's joining on in, having some fun. What else we got on this? There we go. Okay, so
yeah,
I feel probably like a lot of people, kind of. I don't even want to say emotionally drained because that's not fair. I'm just a dude. But when you read about stuff like this, you know, and if you're an empathetic kind of person, God, it just really hits you. And it did me, and so that's why I started up a GoFundMe. So the short story, the short version of the story is that Colleen Edom, I hope I'm saying your last name right, but she used to, when I was running the Riff, go out to the Riff all the time and watch Papa Green Shoes, and she loved to dance and have a good time. And the person that she was dating turned out to be a real son of a plumber, and attacked her in a absolutely terrible domestic incident, and she was lucky to get out alive. And so she's been in the hospital recovering and stuff, and so obviously she's wanting to get out of that living situation and start over kind of thing. So she has got stuff sitting there in his place and needs it out and somewhere for it to be until she's able to recover and then find a place of her own. So I took it upon myself to set up a GoFundMe for her, which is, if you would like to donate, that would be fantastic. There's a link on my personal Facebook page, or you can go to GoFundMe.com and search for Colleen Edom. I should have typed out her name so you know how to spell it. COLLEENEIDEM, as in Mary. So I'm gonna jump on that real quick and show you. I didn't know how much, because so what I'm wanting to do is have enough money for her to be able to, first of all, rent a truck or whatever to get her stuff out, and then for a storage unit so she could keep it there until she finds a place. And I was like, well, I have no idea how much that will cost, but we'll go $1,000. That'll be enough, and anything else left over can go towards her new place. So I set a goal of $1,000 yesterday, and as of today, we've got $1,325 raised for her. So, really quick, I want to, if it'll let me, I just want to say thank you to some of the people that have donated. There's a lot of people that have donated anonymously, but Joseph Johns, Robin Holmes Edom, Carolyn Smith, Jenna Swingle, Cheryl France, Cheryl West, Jeff Ward, Dorothy, Amon, Jeff Muller, Samuel Pope, Candace Strongowski, Cody Brown, Constance Kelly, Sandra Moore, Diane Kent, Suzanne Seibel, Cheryl Crook, Jamie Holderin, Joy Hubbs, Carrie Murphy. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for finding it in your heart to be able to donate to somebody in need. And there's been tons of shares. I have no idea how many times that's been shared. So if you're not able to donate anything, please do not feel bad. But you can at least help out by sharing the link to the GoFundMe on your social media. So I'll probably leave that up for another week, see how much we can raise, and then she will actually be able to directly access that money. So it's very transparent. It's going directly to her to use to get out of that situation. So good job to everybody, and thank you so much for being a part of this community. And it's part of what hit me with that is a lot of musicians, sometimes myself included even, we play because we love to play, and we almost sometimes disconnect. I don't want to say forget, but we disconnect the part that people are paying their hard-earned money to walk through that door and see you. And so when those people that pay that money time and time again to come see you are having some troubles or having some issues, you kind of owe it to them to pay them back. Like, here they've been supporting you. What are you doing to support them? So that's my pitch to pressure you into donating for Colleen, or, in 6 months or next month or whatever, when somebody else is in a bad situation. Just try to keep that in mind. I say it at the end of our shows all the time that times are hard for everybody, but they don't have to be hard by yourself. You've got a lot of people that care. So, yeah.
And along with that, the Kiss My Jams on Thursdays have been
they've been doing
a lot of that too. So,
yep. And it sounds like they're trying to organize one coming up soon for her. So that'll also be another way to get some money for her, and you'll get to hear some good music in return.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Ben says, good to see old friends, man.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed it is. Terry Jones, you guys. Yo, what's up, Terry? What up, Terry? Christy says, that's so freaking awesome. Kudos to you for setting that up.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. It was kind of a no-brainer, and it just dawned on me, I was like, I see all these people like, oh, I feel bad, or we're praying for her, and it's like, somebody do something. And I was like, I'll do it, I mean, and that's what's kind of funny is I've talked to her all of 10, 15 minutes since I've known her.
Yeah, I don't know if I've even spoken with her.
Yeah.
And John is just someone on my Facebook page, which maybe I ought to just unfriend right now.
That was my first post.
Yeah.
Teresa says, great job on the GoFundMe. You're such a babe, Jared. That's why I love you so much. Oh, thanks, Teresa. You got to do good, man. We only get one life. You might as well do it and do it the right way. Christopher Seek, what's up, yo? I used to work with her. Can't believe someone would try to destroy such a sweet, good-hearted person. Me either, especially when she weighs all the freaking 98 pounds soaking wet. Ugh. I digress. It takes a real piece of work.
Mm-hmm.
So GoFundMe.com. I can't remember all. It's like a bunch of letters and numbers. They don't really make it easy, but I think you could search. So if you're friends with her on Facebook, copy her name and put it in the GoFundMe, or just go to my page and click the link, and it's super easy. You don't have to sign up for anything. It's really easy. So, but yes, good job, everybody. All right.
Next.
You probably just take the thing off.
It's off.
There we go. It's just us.
Yeah.
No little image to hide behind over here. Just us and our mice.
There's a mouse ball.
Speaking of mouse ball, you remember having
What?
to take that thing out and clean it, and
No.
then
I never had to take a mouse ball out and clean it.
what?
No.
Steven, God, I know you have. Put it down in the comments. You've never cleaned out a mouse ball?
No, I've never had to do that.
I'm questioning
I
your
know.
cleanliness.
No, the ones I've had are like just the ones that have like the little red
The
line.
lasers?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You never had a mouse with a ball,
No.
but you know what they are.
Yes, I know what they are.
How did you take it out?
I don't know how. I don't know how to do that. I've never had one with a ball. I've always had the red light,
The freaking laser.
the freaking laser on the mouse. No, I never had one with a ball.
Wow, I'm old. How
You
are
are.
you 10 years older than me and I've had one and you haven't?
Because I bought better shit than you did.
Apparently so.
I
You
didn't
never
use
had like
one-
an Apple II?
No.
All right.
No, I'm serious. I've always had those.
Interesting. These are always my favorite. I have no idea what
Yeah.
that is. And
She
What's
lost her
also
train of thought
interesting-
right there.
what's also interesting is I'm pretty sure that when I watch this back, it's right there.
Huh.
But when we're live, we can't see that. So I don't know. I'll look it up on my phone and see
Go
what
ahead.
it is. What's Christy saying?
Speaking of recipes, I
All right.
made yum chicken. Move that.
Oh,
out.
sorry.
Okay.
I do that
Yum
too.
chicken. You use yum sauce instead of eggs, and then cover with break crumbs. I think she means breadcrumbs and spices. Spices. Delish.
There you go. Let me make sure my sound's down. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's that.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a little meme or GIF.
Yeah,
thingy.
it's
Yeah.
the what are those memoji?
Bitmoji.
Bitmoji.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So Amanda Saab says, "Right, Teresa, I'm rolling too."
Yeah, I know everybody could see it, but
What are they laughing at?
it's that.
I know that, but what's the comment that they're laughing at?
Oh, I don't know. Good question. Yeah, I'm not sure.
You know, we got to watch this show sometime. I hear
We
it's
really
okay.
should. We really should. Cindy says, yes, you definitely need to clean the mouse balls because they jam up and don't scroll.
And no one likes a jammed mouse ball.
No. And nobody likes to not be able to scroll.
Yeah.
All you could do is click wherever you were. It was a little piece, and you went, and it fell out.
Mhm.
But then once you got it cleaned out, tell me if it was just me, because, hey, early signs, right? Then I just never wanted to put the ball back inside. 'Cause it was fun. Then I put it back in, and I kept scrolling. And now you know the
Yeah.
rest of the story. Oh, my Lord. I've been using trackball for over a decade. Oh, is the trackball this
Yeah,
thing?
the ones with the ball on top.
Ugh, gross. I can't.
Yeah.
But those people are a cult because those
Yeah.
people are like, oh, you guys, you have no idea what you're missing.
And the people who like the track pad on there.
Trackpad?
Yeah, you know
On the
little-
mouse?
No, on your computer.
On the
your
laptops
laptop.
or whatever? Yeah.
No, I can't deal with those little track pads on there.
They're okay. They're not
No,
great, but they're
not-
okay.
I don't like them.
Uh,
Give me a mouse or nothing.
Are the freaking lasers attached to your freaking head? No, they're freaking not. Yes, they freaking are. Mine doesn't light up unless I hit a button. Mine doesn't even light up. Oops. No way. He only had a laser one. But yes, they get nasty. I clean my trackball at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, I've always had a laser one. I've always had like the.
So you didn't get it your first computer was like 10 years ago?
No, it was longer than that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I did have a home computer for a long time.
Yeah.
Most of my recording was like done on like hardware stuff,
Gotcha.
hard disk stuff, and they didn't have like trackballs.
Right.
And
I see you, Apple II, and raise you a Commodore 64. Hey, you got me there. Yup, indeed. If it makes you feel any better, though, Chris, my first video game system was the Atari 2600. Yeah. And that concludes episode 1 of Mouse Ball Cleaning 101. Yes, I agree. And scene. We're laughing at your mouse balls.
okay, why?
Hey, where's them pills?
I'm 50. It's to be expected.
Right. Chrissy's getting mad at her phone. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, I am excited to get back into the swing. Speaking of good stuff,
Yeah.
excited to get back in the swing of things over here at the Audio Roast. Don't you know?
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of cooking and stuff, which is a lot of fun. But I just don't want to lose sight that, you know, we're here for music and games and coffee
Yeah.
and fun and this and mouse balls and, you know, stuff you don't want when you're trying to cook.
Musicians, you don't want those around when you're trying to cook.
Right.
But you were probably talking about the mouse balls.
Right. Yeah.
Either way, they're nuisance.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's the throwback. Barb says, first of all, hello, Barb. Sorry. Thanks for joining us. Drove me crazy when students would steal the mouse balls from the computers in the classroom. That was 100% a thing. Another thing with the lasers is taking like a piece of tape or a Post-it note and putting it under there, and then you can't scroll. And you're like, what is going on? It's funny because very rarely are you like, oh, it's this. You're just like, so it's funny. Atari 2600, my first video game system was Pong. So I say that's my first video game system. We had a TV that had Pong built into it. So when you hit the aux button, it turned blue, and immediately Pong was on. So it was almost like it was running in the background. And you had paddles that plugged in the back of the TV, and they were these white, weird shaped with a little thing. And yeah, so I had the same thing. But I don't consider that a system because it was just the TV.
Right.
So that's why I say my first video game system was Atari. But big same, Terry. Christopher says, original Atari console with the wood grain panel. That's the one. That's the one. So what's some stuff you guys would like us to cover soon in doing some of these what we used to do with the audio roast, you know, when we're doing music and games? What's some stuff that you would like us to cover? We are excited. I'm speaking for both of us. I'm excited to get back into the swing of things, doing that kind of stuff, having some guests over and all that kind of fun stuff. Josh and I, for the last little bit, kind of a lot myself too, have had insanely stupid schedules.
Yeah.
I took literally this entire week. There was many times where I'm like, I'm kind of bored. I want to go do something. Or it's like, what I'm trying to say is forced myself to stay home and chill because I'd just been doing so much the last 5 weeks. So it was nice, but man, I'm excited to get back into band practices and, scheduling some guests to be here and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's going to be a good time. What's Christy saying to us, Josh?
Random show idea / question. Have you guys thought about maybe doing one subject for the month? Like June being a tournament of champs for 90s rap, and then July being classic clashes, album clashes?
That is a good idea. So I won't say that I've thought of it that way per se, but I've thought about doing like country month or hip hop month. Or my fear on that though is if a person is a metalhead and that's all they like, they're not going to watch a country episode. They're going to tune out for an entire month if we're doing a month of it. That kind of thing. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. No matter what we end up doing as far as this is this week's theme, it kind of doesn't even matter. It really only matters when we're playing the games. It's about the people that are here. That's the excuse. That's the umbrella that kind of holds everything together for that episode. But yeah, if we're covering a genre or a topic that's not really your cup of tea, it's about getting to know the people that are sitting in these chairs when we're interviewing them and having a good time and playing games and that. So don't let that bother you. But yeah, I have thought about that. The thing too is with the Tournament of Champions and Classic Album Clashes, those they need to be done in a live setting like this. And so I like to kind of use those to break up the behind the scenes of all the filming and the editing. And it's like sometimes it's nice to just come in and just hit record and or go live. I mean, and you're just doing it like we are now. So I like to sprinkle those throughout so that it kind of breaks that up. Christopher says, bring back the band interviews. Heck yeah. Definitely will be doing that very soon. I think you should talk about ice cream flavors. Crap, I just ran out. Good Lord. It takes all kinds. Hey, Josh has got some man pills for you.
I don't have them on me. I mean, I don't have them.
Oh, yeah. You took them all?
They're gone, yeah.
He's a man. He's a man's man. Maybe try out a show based strictly on the year and not the genre. Keep people on their toes, and everyone likes variety. Now, that is something I've thought about and asked about before, and people are like, no, we like the themes. And I'm like, okay. But I might just sprinkle that in where we're like, you know what? We're just doing 1982, and it could be anything.
Yeah, I think 84 would be a good year.
84, listen, 84 is like the biggest year.
Yeah.
83 is a huge year for metal. 84 is a massive year for pop.
Yeah.
Like, and I say pop, I mean like the glam rock, all that. Massive.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have, I don't know how much of this I want to say. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So whenever I make these shows, what I do is create the playlist. What in a perfect world, what I end up putting on Spotify and iTunes. And I create that, and then I work in reverse, and then create the trivia and the games and the stuff based on that little playlist. And in 1984, I already have enough for 4 episodes of that same show.
Wow.
Yeah, at like 20 songs a piece.
Jeez.
It's insane. So we can do an annual 1984 pop for the next 4 years and be just fine. It's crazy.
We could do that like yearly. Just New Year's is 1984 again.
Right? Yeah.
It could be our New Year's special.
There you go.
1984 special.
There you go. Still waiting for that Buff interview. You know what's funny? Me too. You just had that reaction.
Yeah, okay.
Buff Carell. I'm still subscribed to him and still watch him. He's still pumping out content like crazy. I'm like,
has his quality
man, I miss
gotten
Buff.
any better?
No.
No.
He hadn't even put up a new poster in the room. Nothing. It's all the same.
Same old duct tape.
Same old duct tape. Painter's tape. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you can't hear how squeaky that is. When we were first getting ready for that first live show that we did at the Riff, I reached out to Fiona DeWild. I reached out to Buff Carell, several people that were kind of reoccurring characters on the Covering Cover segment, which is something else that I'd like to do again.
Yes.
But Fiona like wrote back immediately and was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, I'd love to." Buff Carell, crickets, nothing. Like, so I'm just gonna have to start on the comment section, like, and be that stalker guy.
Hello,
Be like, hey.
Buff.
But what's funny is, like, I don't know if I want to say that. He's done other interviews. I'll say that. I won't say who. He's done other interviews though. So yeah, it's been really good. Have you seen? You know what I'm talking about? Okay, Tosh.0.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on Tosh.0, and I'm like, you son of a. I'm like, that's what I wanted to
be
do.
Honest, Tosh.0's got a little more audience and a little broader reach.
Apparently. GoFundMe for voice lessons for Buff. Yeah, no doubt. I'm for it. And not only voice lessons, but videography lessons. Something other than him shooting video into a mirror. It's crazy. Maybe he can come here and do. I think he's from Phoenix. If I remember right, I think he's from Phoenix.
GoFundMe to fly Buff out here and do a real music video for him.
Could you imagine if we flew Buff Carell right here to the studio to play games with us?
Green screen.
No. Real deal.
Oh, a whole interview with him.
The real deal.
Okay, let's get that.
Dude. We got to make that happen.
No, you guys got to make that happen.
Yeah. Cindy says, I always laugh about Fiona when I wear a leopard print shirt. See, and
Me
that's
too.
what I love. Yeah, well, yeah. You wear so many.
I do.
Speaking of gaudy shirts.
Yes.
Do you
We'll
want
talk
to tell
about
us
this.
about what you got on?
Go ahead and finish the comment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, let's go run through these comments and we'll talk about it.
I always laugh about Fiona when I wear leopard print. So funny because there's been a few things that I've done here, not recently, but within the last year of being here in the studio. Same, you know, whether it's designing a graphic that I use for something or whatever. Like, to me, she is cheetah print for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like, we created that. All of us created that. It's great. I love that. Christy says, careful doing that. YouTube can restrict you for commenting too much, etc. True. All right.
Okay, so the shirt. You're grinning. As you see, it's King's X, Faith, Hope, Love, from their third album.
How much did they pay you to take that shirt?
Okay, so going through stuff because life's transitioning.
Okay, yeah.
Came across this shirt going through stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this shirt in 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, at least I think. So it's like, I thought I gave it away to somebody. I honestly did.
Huh.
Thought I'd given it away to a friend. So it's like, well, Jared is gonna like this. Got this in 1991.
Wow.
I believe the album came out in 90.
That shirt's older than my boyfriend.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And got it when I went to see them opening for AC/DC on the Razor's Edge tour.
Wow.
I was a guest of the band, the opening band.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's why this has special meaning to me. Plus, it's an amazing album. It's an amazing album.
Do you know, I don't think that I knew this, but I was last week years old. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I may be wrong. Somebody might have been leading me astray.
Okay.
I was last week years old when I found out that Doug Pinich is gay.
Yeah, he's gay.
No idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then again, I didn't know him, so.
You didn't care for him?
No.
It's not something you would seek out. Yeah, he's been gay for a while. Well, okay.
I think that's usually the way it works.
Well,
Josh.
here's the thing. They all went to Evangel College.
Okay.
Yeah, so which is a
Christian school. That doesn't
Christian
mean anything.
college. Yeah, I know. So, but he like denied it and repressed it for a long time.
Yeah.
So
I have a friend of mine that now lives in Atlanta that went to Evangel and same thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh, I hated that.
Yeah.
Hated that for him.
So anyway, yeah, it wasn't until actually probably it was maybe Dog Man that he started coming out,
Yeah.
saying, yeah, this is who I am.
Gotcha. Speaking of gay musicians,
Okay,
my drummer
Rob
informed me.
Halford.
Well, no, my drummer informed me of something that I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
Do you know the original lyrics to Little Richard's Tutti Frutti?
no,
Risque.
really,
Something to the effect of Tutti Frutti, good booty. Something about if it's greasy, it's easy. There were several lines that I was just like, in today's music, I would be like, dang, that's pretty out there. But that was in like the 50s and 60s.
Really?
Holy cow.
Did
Yeah.
it ever make it onto an album that way?
I don't know.
Probably
know.
not.
I'll have to. Too bad our research department wasn't here.
Right? Where? Yeah, she's gigging with kids,
Yeah. Gigging.
giggling with kids.
Who is?
That's what you said earlier,
Who?
Miss Cobb.
What does she have to do with the audio research?
Oh, I'm sorry. No one knows who our research department
Right,
is.
there you go.
Wink, wink.
He forgets the old gig. Gig, whatever. Giggle. Christy says, I'm confused. What's wrong with the shirt? Looks great. Is it a if you know, you know? Yes.
Oh,
so-
he hates King's X. That's all it is. He just and partially I love this shirt and I knew it would get a rise out of him. But I love this shirt. It's
it's a good looking shirt.
It's a great looking shirt. It was a great album and it was a great time for me. It means a lot. So don't go down on, don't be down on my shirt.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
dude, I need some sleep. I have been working a lot lately.
Apparently. Here's a great idea from Steven. Fun game we'll call Let's Name Things Older Than Jared's Boyfriend. Where's that key fob at? No, I meant the new one. Gosh, I love that little Richard. Yeah, he is a character, man. But I thought of that because he was very out, and then because, in my opinion, and I don't know because it was before my time, but from a zoomed out perspective, it seems like record sales and stuff dropped because that style of music just fell out of favor.
Yeah.
And so, from his perspective, he probably thought, "Oh, I need to contain some of this, probably." And he actually was like, became like all religious and like, no, I found the Lord. I'm not gay or what, you know. And I think it was a lot of him trying to reel things back in, and which I hate. You know, I'm like, just be you, whoever, whatever. But that's what got me thinking when we're talking about Evangel and Doug Pennant, that Little Richard clip.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy. Who would have thought? So yeah, that's everybody's homework is to try to find that on YouTube. Maybe it's out there. I don't know. I haven't even looked it up myself. But yeah, apparently there's some interesting lyrics. So, but yeah, we you know, it's funny. I can't see around the corner to see what that schedule says, but I know that schedule is about 4 months behind now.
Yeah.
But I guess I could pull up on my phone some of the stuff that we did have scheduled. I say scheduled. I don't mean scheduled. Tentatively. Yeah. Planned is a better way of putting that.
Mute me for a second. I'm going to use the restroom.
Not allowed. Oh, I did make this. So speaking of birthday girl Kristen Dennar,
That is
when
hilarious.
she hits really big, loud, high notes, I can't do it with the way that this camera is, but she'll hold the microphone like way up here so it's not like ear piercing loud. But I made this cute little edit to her picture. She's a fire-breathing sword swallower. There's only one of them in Springfield, and she's it.
So many things I could say on.
So many things you could say not on camera.
Yes.
Let's see here. Man, I've got to scroll through so much to find that little schedule that we had. There it is. So we've got, I've got it right here. Got some ideas for a funk episode, some more rock, some soul music, hip hop, country, a little bit of metal, some Tournament of Champions, all kinds of fun stuff. So if there's specific things that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you haven't done an episode on this, or I feel like it's been forever since you've done an episode on, let us know. Obviously, it's been a while since we've done an episode on anything, but you know, yeah. The way that we do that, by the way. So today's Sunday. In a normal world, we would take the beginning of next week, so tomorrow or Tuesday or something, and we would film what you would normally see that next Sunday. So we don't have anybody scheduled for tomorrow or early this week. So next Sunday there won't be a fresh new episode, but the week after we should be back on track. So we're looking at the beginning of June the 4th. Be with you. Doug Fuller's here. Hey guys, I'd be all for bringing up the funk, my first love. Hey, there you go. That's not a bad idea, actually. I like it. I like it a lot. Christy says Swedish metal / European rock and metal would be fun. Yeah, I've actually got a guest that's dying to do that kind of stuff. But I just didn't know how much you guys would want to watch it. So, again, and I said it earlier, and it's not exactly even so much about the trivia, the questions, or the answers, or the theme. It's about the people that are here and connecting with them. And to be honest with you, when it comes to this whole audio roast thing, that's what I've been missing the most, is connecting with people and new people and people that you see at a loud bar that you can't really talk to, or people that you see on Facebook but never, have a conversation with, or that kind of thing, share a cup of coffee with. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm missing out. And excited to get back in on. Amanda says, metal is always a good time. I couldn't agree more at all. Couldn't agree more. So yeah, we'll definitely do some metal in the near future then. Next weekend is Memorial Day, so normal jobs should have Monday off. Night make it easier? Yeah, as a matter of fact. So yeah, that's a good point. I don't even know if I work Monday or not. I got to figure that out. But yeah, it's usually in the evenings that we film. So yeah. But if somebody's wanting to make a trip, we could make some arrangements. Just saying. We could do all kinds of fun stuff actually. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna have all kinds of fun guests. There's some shows that we've penciled in. Keep in mind, when I say penciled in, they're penciled in for like January, and here we are in May. But some of the stuff that we had, we kind of have an idea of a list of 2 or 3, 4 people that are like, they'd be good on this show. And some of them are like, it's just been a while since we've done this, so we'll put it there. We have no idea who to book. But of course, all that always does end up falling into place. We've got some people that I've talked to that have been on the show 2 years ago, sometimes 3 years ago already. Can you believe we've been around that long even? And we're going to be seeing some of their second appearances and checking back in on people that we got to know a few years ago. So I'm super looking forward to that too. As much fun as it is for me to meet and chat with people for the first time, sometimes that reconnection and seeing how people have what they've done with the time in the last couple of years. So it'll be good stuff.
And maybe we can finally get that final nail in Dan's coffin. Get him on the
Maybe.
show.
Maybe. He's been dying to come over and do some cooking with us. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to do that.
We might need to do it on location at Marty's because he's got a really good kitchen.
Maybe we'll have to check out the kitchen.
Yeah,
Because
if it's not better than the one we got here.
Well, here's the thing. It has nothing to do with the kitchen.
Right.
It has everything to do with the setup for
Exactly.
can we video
Can
in
we?
there?
Yeah. Can we get?
So like,
Well, we
is
got
it
that
loud?
nifty little handheld thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dying to
You
try
should
that
show
out.
that. Yeah. What's funny is I've forgotten all about having that even. Yeah. Show them your new toy. And by new, I mean 6 months ago that you haven't got to use yet. So when we, in the, to your left, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Well, you were faith. He's doing circles and he's like left and then it became his right. But when we get ready to start doing pre-recorded for real cooking episodes, it's nice and small, not like an hour and a half to cook a recipe. He's going to have a camera on one of these bad boys and he's going to be right there in the kitchen with all the action. So yeah, it's all Star Wars like or something. So yeah, it's going to be fun. That thing has a name, and I can't remember what it's called, a jib or something, but yeah. I was trying not to show off too much. Right, why start now?
Why start now? You know what type of band you're in, right?
Faux show. All right, let's see what Doug's saying.
I was in Germany in 1986, went to a metal festival. You would have loved Halloween, Running Wild, Celtic Frost, Laz Rocket. Good stuff.
There you go. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Halloween is a great band. Yeah.
And a special time of year for the kids.
Right. Yeah. So here's what's funny, and this is, I've felt this about me, which is why I try to represent so many different genres on the show. A lot of people in certain circles know me as the cover band guy. Other circles know me as the metalhead guy. When truth be told, there is like there's next to no limit to what I enjoy musically. And I know a lot of the people that you guys watch on the show are a lot of the same way. Maybe with an exception. You're like, I like everything except for country, or I like everything except for oldies, or whatever. That's cool, but I love the fact that so many people are so open-minded to different kinds of music. You're just that much of a broader personality type to me. I don't know. And I enjoy that. So cool. I love hearing that. What are some themes or episodes that you would like to do or that you're looking forward to doing?
The Blue-Eyed Soul.
Yeah.
I really, Michael McDonald, I love him, but he's very polarizing. People either love him or hate him.
Yeah. I think it's to be fair, talking about cross genre, to me that's very King Diamond like.
Yeah.
Like you either like that voice and
Right.
appreciate it, or you're like, this turns me off, I can't take it.
Right.
And it's just Eddie Vedder's the same way for a lot of people.
Yeah, see,
It's like you either get it and like it or love it, or you can't stand it.
I couldn't appreciate grunge until like about maybe 10 years ago. It really, because I came from the hair band scene. I came from the neoclassic Nuno Betancourt, one of my favorite guitarists. And then all of a sudden, there's this group called Nirvana, which this guy who hung his guitar around his knees and just right at it. And it's like, you got no technique, no respect for the instrument. I really saw a lot of grunge as like,
Trash.
well, people who really didn't care about their craft. And I couldn't see the redeeming qualities that were kind of underneath some of that stuff.
Right.
But all I saw were the people who had mediocre voices a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say that, Eddie Vedder has a great voice. I wouldn't say that Kurt Cobain had a great voice or was a great guitarist.
Right.
And
I
all
would
these good musicians were now all of a sudden, let's get it. And I hated what the industry did. They took a hit, and then it's like, this is where we're going. Everything else is gone.
Right.
That really pissed me off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was kind of reactionary in that. So
for me, when grunge was happening, I was still in country music mode in the
Right.
90s. So I heard about a lot of it and heard some of it, but it wasn't until 10 years later that I
Right.
was like, well, this music that we're listening to now is kind of eh. So I went back and I'm like, my God, I'm an idiot. What did
Yeah.
I miss?
Yeah.
And it's weird.
I'm still not a fan of Eddie's voice, but I do like the songs from
Yeah.
10.
Chrissy says Volbeat is a great example of that
Yeah.
too. Yeah. And Stephen Cobb, I would be remiss if I didn't mention 7 songs in 7 months.
Jeez, we really should have like at least done one song.
I know, right? Good Lord. What were we thinking? We do still have the bucket up there.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's in there.
I don't. Why don't we just go ahead and ask for 7 songs? You want to do that? Yeah, go ahead. We'll ask for some 7 songs because we may have already gone through all that stuff. I don't know. Seven songs in 7 months. Wrong one. There it is. Julia Le Cobb says, "Hey, where you at?"
looky here. Look who it is. What's up,
What,
Julia?
that's jumping on me, dude. There we go. Hey, hey.
Sorry I'm late. I was managing an outdoor rock festival with kiddos aged 7 to 77. What did I miss? Well, kiddos at 77, that sounds fun. You missed.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We
that's
talked
fun.
about ED. We talked about ED to King's X, basically.
Oh my Lord. No, it's going to be one of those that's worth going back and hit and play at the beginning kind of thing. It's fun. So we'll skip the backstory and we'll just join in right now and have fun. But we covered a lot of ground. Hashtag 7 Fog Machine by White Reaper. I love it. There you
Started
go.
that there.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to write this down because if I don't, I might forget.
And he says you have not fined through it all. I think gone through it all.
Yeah, he would know because
Yeah.
he's got tabs on
He's-
what songs of his we've talked about and which ones we
Okay.
haven't. Yeah, and that was something too. After this hiatus, if you will, is everybody still wanting to do that? I don't want to do something and people are like, oh God, this damn 7 songs, 7 days thing again. So no hard feelings one way or the other, but I would love to hear if you're like, give me a hell yeah or a nah in the comments. If there was a way to make it anonymous, I would do that, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm not worried about it. Let's see here. I'm not going to see, and this is the nice thing about having taken some time off is I don't know what's in this bucket. So I'm not going to read what's on these cards, but I am going to look and see. Actually, I'm going to look at one to make sure that these are actually songs. No, they're not.
Are they like answers or questions or?
They were from John Travolta and
Olivia Newton-John?
no, John John Travolta. Good Lord, Elton John versus Billy Joel. So I'm seeing 2. Yeah, see, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. That's not a 7 song.
Yep.
Why is that not? Whatever, it says it.
So, do you have anything left from the previous nominations? Well, we're trying to find that out right now, Ms. Cobb. Hold your horses. Hell yeah. No need for anonymity. I want the world to know.
I want the world to know. Got to 7 songs in 7 days. I'm coming on.
Okay, one of the.
Oh, I got excited for Steven. I thought it said Rocket Queen, but it's Rocket Man. I don't know why I kept all these from, because I'm a hoarder.
Yeah.
I kept all these from that last Tournament of Champions.
The one Doug Fuller says one of the 7 Hillbilly Drummer Girl by the Young Fresh Fellows.
There
Have
you
we done
go.
that?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm starring it.
Okay.
And Cindy Lucas says Hill, yeah.
Hill, yeah.
It was
fun to see new music. I agree. There, honestly, and I mean this, there's a lot of music that I would not have found or had my eyes open to, if you will, had it not been for you guys. There was a lot that I love.
Amanda Saab is in full agreement. All right, so consensus
We got
is
4.
that, yeah, let's keep doing it.
Cool. Then that's what we'll do. Nope, 5.
Dewey. So we've got 2 songs up there now. So got Hillbilly Drummer Girl and Fog Machine by White Reaper.
There you go. Keep them coming, y'all. Keep them coming. And if you're like, I know he's got one in the bucket for me, go ahead and give me another one. I'd rather have too many than not enough.
Julia says we went to the Fozzy Ugly Kid Joe concert this week. Did everyone see the pics I took?
Yes, I
We
saw
were very
those.
happy
I
that
was
night.
super excited for you to be able to see them. Fozzy played here at the ballroom a few years back. I think Cindy might have been there. And I didn't know about it in time, but I would have gone to that. Not that I'm a big Fozzy fan, but it would have been really cool to see. But some of his new music is really good. So yeah, Julia, it looks like a fun show for sure.
And just leave that up there. Doug Fuller, you are a man of taste. Just saying.
My goal is to broaden your horizons. Actually, was it Airborne or Thunder? One of those 2 bands somebody was asking about, and I was like, they're a kick-ass band, and I found them out because of Steven. So, yeah. Yeah, Shay, good stuff, Shay.
Okay.
That one, I think, I'm going to check. I said I wasn't going to, but I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. I won't say the names of the songs. I'll just say yes or no. Got one in here from Josh Poole. No. I don't.
Which one was
I
it?
feel like I just said I ain't saying the names.
Okay.
But
So that one wasn't in there.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I feel like either I've already done that or we did record an intro.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to reveal this. Here you go. You guys always like the backstage stuff, which if I was you, I would too. Some of it. Some of it you guys are like, "Oh, it'd be cool to see." I'm like, "It is boring as F."
It really is.
There's times where we're setting stuff up and it's like if people saw this, they would be bored to tears. But okay, so we did record an intro, so I will have to take those 7 and we'll move them over to the new. But we recorded an episode when it was first. Here's how far behind we are. When it was first announced that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was to be nominating or had nominated Dolly Parton.
Yep.
So we tried to do a Dolly Parton episode. And what we did, and I'll have to have your help on the memory part, but we filmed the intro because we could do that with just the 2 of us here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, did we even have guests booked?
I don't remember. I know that it was also that it just been announced that she was going to do the rock and roll album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now it's going to be released.
I'm going to put that on Patreon. I'll put that on Patreon this week.
Okay.
That little intro thing
Yeah.
that we filmed, because there's a little skit in there that's, well, it's funny. It's not worth anything now since we didn't do an episode and it's already past tense, but it was pretty funny. So yeah, I'll do that. That's why that sounded familiar. The that Pokey Lafarge song, F Me Up, because I think we had done it on that episode.
I think so, yeah.
I'll take that little 7 songs in 7 days clip, put it in the next episode, and then we'll start fresh. And Cindy says, yes, Fozzy was awesome. Jericho was right in front of us, and his guitar player, Rich Ward, is our new best friend. I got a pick. Nice. Yeah, Rich Ward is a great guitar player, actually. Has Rich been with Fozzy the whole time? Or is that a more recent addition? I can't remember. See, back in the day, I have a friend of mine that was a massive Fozzy fan back when they were terrible. And and I do mean that. And now they've got something behind them, whether it's money or songwriters or whatever, and it's a good band. But yeah, Rich Ward was with Stuck Mojo for a while. That's right. Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, that would be cool to see Fozzy show for sure. I know he had like a CO2 gun or whatever at the ballroom. Did he have that there at your show, Julia? We'll wait for an answer.
A CO2 gun?
Mm-hmm. It looked like a fire extinguisher, but a gun. So he's like, I was like, ooh, cool. But it was cool. It was like Rammstein, but with no pyro. I mean, but with no fire. Rich Ward also now has an 80s cover band based in Atlanta where he lives called Guardians of the Jukebox. I love their set list. Nice. Yes, he had the CO2 gun. There you go. See? Tiger doesn't change his stripes. Why is that jumping all over?
I know. It was doing that to me earlier, dude.
All right. So Rich was with Fozzy when they were in Springfield back in 2019. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm talking like Fozzy circa 2005. They sucked. It was like you'd never heard of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, if you didn't watch wrestling, you didn't know who they were. So, and now they're like not headlining, but
Was
top
it like
of the top
wrestler
tiers.
trying to be a rock band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And now it's like top-ish tiers for festivals and stuff. So it's pretty cool to see how it's all come together. So I was telling the people while you're out on your pee in a puff, for those of you who remember, and talking about the way that we schedule things. So like that, I don't have any guests scheduled for tomorrow or early this week to be able to film, which means that next Sunday we won't have
an original
the
show.
regular. Yeah. So it'll be the 4th of June. Be with you. That we'll be back doing those. So Josh and I last weekend came in and filmed a new recipe. We'll reveal that at the end of today's episode, what we'll be cooking, and you'll be able to check out next Sunday on YouTube. First of all, I want to say...
Did that not get posted?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I got it. It's
So
all
we got
edited.
content
All I
for
have
next
to do
week.
is go, and it's launched, so it's nice. And that's what I'm leaning to is I kind of wanted, and I've said this for, 3 years.
We just keep
I
getting
want to
behind.
be a week behind or a week ahead, if you will. Like, so whatever we film on this coming up, like it'll be ready for the following week kind of thing. So hopefully we'll see. I have no idea. But anyway, so the next time you see us, we'll be in the kitchen way over there on the way other side of the room. And we'll be cooking some stuff that's really good. And then after that, we'll get back into the swing of things here at the Audio Roast. So should be good. What's Doug saying now, Mr. Joshua A.R.?
Speaking-
Oh, wait, no, hang on. That is something that, Juliet, you did miss and you have
Yes.
to know about. So since we've seen each other last, Josh Uwe has had a birthday,
I am.
and he's now the big 5-0.
I am the big 5-0.
So even though we're bending rules, which, that's what we do here on the show, #Hootie it's no longer Josh UA. It is now Josh UAARP. And that's going to be the next shirt that you see on the Audi Roast website. Sure is. Might as
All right,
well.
man. Sure, go ahead. Merchandise off of me, but we didn't even finish his comment.
Sorry. Those suckers been sending me crap mail for the last 30 years. They got it coming. I'm stealing their logo and using their likeness.
So how cool would it be? Put that down so I can read it.
Sorry, I do that all the time.
If you could get Doug Pinnick to come and do an interview, since he has obvious connections to Springfield in his
That would be
past.
cool.
It would be.
I think I've talked so much crap at this point. I would have to let Josh do it. I almost said something else, but I would have to let Josh do it.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, Jerry, you don't even like him. Why you being all nicey nice?
Right.
And it's not. And that's the thing. Like, I may not like a person's music, but it doesn't mean I don't like them. It has nothing to do with one doesn't equal the other. But it would be kind of funny. So
Yeah.
I'll be the head button pusher if Doug Pinnick is ever on.
Pinnick.
Sorry.
Pinnick.
Spinach, whatever. You would have to do that one. So
Okay.
welcome to the 50s. It's great.
Is it now? We'll see.
He's got some
We'll see.
special man pills.
I don't have any yet. I don't have any.
He took them all at once. He's still got a sore throat.
I got stuck in my throat.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, the pill. Yeah, the pill's what got stuck in your throat. Oh my God.
Oh, goodness.
All right, well, I reckon.
So I've been looking at the camera and my hair is getting to this really weird.
Have you cut it since you cut
I
it?
have not cut it since I cut it. And then that's what I was going to ask. Grow out or cut it short? What do you guys think?
I say put it on a poll. Just turned 59 last Wednesday. I feel 17 and heck
Yay.
12. Happy birthday, Doug. You young old son of a buck.
There are a lot of May musician birthdays.
Is there?
Yeah, Paul Tomlinson was the 12th. Mine was the
Everybody's
13th.
birthday was yesterday.
Kristen
Kristen,
Lenar.
some other folks. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Didn't Christopher Seek just have a birthday? I feel like he did. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll tell you this much. If it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't remember anybody's birthday.
Right.
But it is nice having that. And I try to make a point to tell people happy birthday.
I'll just click this up here. You're looking great. Love the new cut. Few months old now, so trying to grow it back out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
First of all, you haven't been on camera in months.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they caught some of the end of the cooking shows, I really hadn't been on there in
Right.
a while.
Yeah. So yeah, doesn't matter if it's been a while. Even at 59, I wake up occasionally with a kickstand.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Okay. Hadn't gotten to that point yet, but
And then he finds out he was just playing drums in his sleep. Yeah, Amanda says I haven't seen you in a few months. There
it
you go.
has been a while. Yeah.
It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. It's been a while. All right, children.
Okay.
On that note, I suppose
Yeah. That up there, right there.
put that thing up there. Yeah, real quick before we move on.
Yeah.
One more time, go to my Facebook page is going to be the easiest way, and find the GoFundMe link for Colleen Edom that I put up there. Colleen was a recent survivor, I'll say, of a terrible domestic violence incident, and has been in the hospital recovering, and is going to once she's out and healthy.
I believe she's out.
She is
I think
out.
She did post
She is
something.
out. But able to get her stuff and get it out of that place, and then we're raising money to be able to put her stuff in storage until she's able to find a new home. So yeah, in 24 hours, you guys have already broken the goal that I put up because I had no idea what to put. So just because you see the goals met, we're still donating money because we all know how hard it is to try and get into a rental right now. I don't know anything about her situation as far as any of that goes, but anytime anybody moves, it's always not cheap. So help somebody out that really could use it right now. Okay.
Oh,
Just like that, we're all out of
we are
time.
all out of time.
And here's what we're going to be making next week on the show. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Try it again. Oh, well, I'll fix it from here. Brian Betancourt, what's up, brother? He says, I got a truck. Another truck? What'd you do, trade in the Can-Am? We got to know. We got to know.
is this a problem with the mouse ball?
No, it's no, it's because that's a looping video.
Okay. Well, as long as I don't have to pull out a ball and clean it, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
So next week on our YouTube channel, which don't forget, that's where all of our content is. So anytime you see us doing like some live thing here, know that it's not the real deal. There's more to what we're doing than this live thing, unless it's a Tournament of Champions or a Classic Evan Clash. But yeah, to help move. Brian, that's
Okay.
amazing. Thank you for that. Thank you. I will definitely pass that info on. So I appreciate that very much. Thanks, Brian. So yeah, pasta e fagioli, which is an Italian pasta with bean soup. And I know what you're thinking. What? It's good.
It was.
It was really good. So it's everybody's got a lot of different versions of how they make it and stuff. You're gonna find out how I make mine next Sunday. Josh, you gotta dig in your recipe card box or something
Okay.
and start bringing some recipes.
Oh, okay. I have to look around.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, anything.
Okay.
Yeah. And if there's something out there that you guys have got a great recipe for, if you're like, hey, my name's Brian Betancourt and I'm known for making this, tell me about it. We'll bring you on the show. We'll cook it together. We'll play some games, have some fun, talk music, cut up and have a good time. So, final thoughts. Josh, what do you got?
Should I grow my hair out?
Yeah, that's a good question. Should I chop mine off?
Yeah.
Mine's already fallen down over here. I'm dying to put it back up in a. Yeah, see? Oh, you can't even see. It's so long, it's out of the frame. There you go. Here's how long my hair is now.
Jeez.
I could damn near plug it in the socket. And
Rapunzel. Rapunzel.
You're right. I'll just lay it here like its own little. It needs its own microphone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments
Yeah.
down below. Chop or not to chop? That is a
Right.
question for him, not me.
Yeah. Also, get your stuff out of your Uber cars. You don't want to lose it.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want him going through your phone, apparently.
Yeah, it's locked. I can't go through it.
How do you know that?
I tried to go through
Oh,
it.
there you go. There, see?
But only in an effort to help.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it wasn't
Yeah,
like
there you go.
I was being snooping or nosy.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, so make sure you got your stuff.
Yeah, and remember, more importantly, if you need an Uber, get an Uber.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to drive
Absolutely.
on your own. They're reasonable. They're very reasonable. So, no chop,
Okay.
says Julia.
I just got to go through that little awkward stage because curly hair, when it grows out,
Whenever I grew mine, I don't have my sunglasses in. Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
When I grew my hair out and it was in that awkward stage, this is how you saw me all the time. And I used my sunglasses as a masculine headband to get all that crap out of my face because it just looks like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I call these moose antlers on the sides because they like curl up like this.
Moose antlers.
Moose
I love
antlers,
it.
yes. Because it has to get to a certain point where it's heavy enough to where it'll lay down
Yeah.
with curly hair.
Yeah.
Other than that, it just kind of comes out like
It goes
this
out.
and claws at you. So, yeah,
You know what
the
I
moose
think? I think
antlers,
you need to pick it out. I think you need a fro.
maybe.
Can you
see,
start a funk band?
I could. My hair is not that tight of a curl though. It's a more loose curl.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a no
Uh,
chop.
Interesting. I don't know. My final thoughts are, God dang, it feels good to be back.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That being said, please do not forget the times are hard for everybody right now. Some of them more than others. So may your cup of coffee and your love of music be strong, but your sense of humor, how do I still have all this memorized? Be even stronger. We'll see you next week and especially the week after right here on the Audio Roast. Bye.